Hey, 95 Fathoms here, and I am back with another Gen 9 hunt sooner than anticipated because Pokemon decided to throw a wrench into my plans by making Hisuian Zorua and Zoroark available in Scarlet and Violet before the implementation of home connectivity. Now, this is a hunt I've known I was going to do for a long time now, before we even knew that Scarlet and Violet were going to exist, at least by those names or any specifics about them. Hisuian Zorua is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon, and it has an amazing shiny, so it's definitely one that is a must to hunt for me. Ordinarily, I would prefer to target in its game of origin, and I did, to be fair, hunt for a shiny Hisuian Zorua in Legends, but between the way hunting works and the limited ways you have to use your team in Legends, I always plan to hunt it again in the next game in which I could. Obviously, since it's not available, at least at present, in the wild, my only option is to hunt for it via hatching, which will be through full odds eggs, since I am a full odds hunter. Because it's a foreign regional form, a Hisuian Zorua or Zoroark parent has to be holding an Everstone to produce an egg of the Hisuian form. That will also normally pass down the nature, but I swapped the nature from the Gift Zoroark's guaranteed nature of Naughty to Modest by breeding a female Zorua with a different species male in the same egg group that was Modest, and then putting in Everstone on both of them, since that then flips a coin as to which parent's nature gets passed down. So I took a female Hisuian Zorua and a male Mudbray, the male Mudbray being Modest, put an Everstone on both, and then hatched eggs until one of them popped out Modest. And then by catching a Unnovan Zorua in a dive ball and then breeding that with the Everstoned Hisuian parent, I'm now hatching them in something other than a Pokeball, which is otherwise what a Hisuian Zorua hatches in, since Cherish Balls can't be passed down. So I've seen some people say that, like, if it's in a ball other than a Pokeball, it's hacked. That's not the case. All you need is a Unnovan Zorua to breed with the Hisuian form, and you're good. Totally legitimate, as long as it's not a Cherish Ball, because those can't be passed down, or Master Ball. Anyway, I traded one of these Zorua that I hatched over from my Scarlet version, so I've got different OTs for faster eggs, because same species, different OT is the fastest rate to get eggs. But otherwise, it's going to be a pretty basic egg hunt. I'm hunting here in the Great Crater entrance because I think it's a cool place to hatch, and you pretty much don't see Pokemon spawns, and if I'm doing an egg hunt, I just want to focus on the eggs. I'm not looking to also be scrutinizing all the spawns in the world and getting a headache from that. But I will be doing this on the side of other hunts, since this isn't part of an overarching quest, and it wasn't something I was planning to be doing just yet, so I really didn't fit it in. But because the hunt is currently, like, it just became available, I kind of want to hop on it because I don't want it to fall by the wayside and be something that I just, like, keep putting off and don't do. Because I really do love this Pokemon, even if I would maybe prefer to hunt it in a different way in a different game. This is where it's available. I don't imagine we're going to be able to do traditional random encounters for this ever. So it is what it is. But yeah, anyway, this should be a pretty standard hunt. Otherwise, full odds eggs are a little bit intimidating. But given that I'm currently doing full odds eggs in Gen 5, Gen 9 full odds eggs don't feel so bad. They're so much faster. So anyway, I will stop babbling, and I will see you when this little guy shines. god! Shiny Zorua! Oh my god! Oh my god. It's finally here. Oh. Oh my god. I didn't even think I was gonna react to that. Oh my god. You know what's the craziest thing about this? It's male. That's a shame. I was really hoping it would be female. You know what's the craziest thing about this? I just gathered, like, full boxes worth of eggs yesterday. I was on box 2. I have so many boxes of Zorua eggs. Oh, dear Lord. Oh my god. I'm so happy though. I am so happy that it finally shined. I was basically done with Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, let's hatch the last one just to see. I'm sure it's not going to be. This, by the way, was at 7,644 eggs. So that's a lot of eggs. And I've been watching Stream Arcanine's going over quad odds for his starter. And I was like, dear Lord, please do not let that be me. I do feel a little bit bad that he's been going for so long and he still hasn't gotten his, and I've been less committed to this, have done lower numbers, and have now gotten it. But I was done with Scarlet and Violet before Zorua, Hisuian Zorua, became available in these games. And I went back to do this hunt thinking I'd just clear it out really quickly, because I had told myself I was gonna hunt this thing the moment that I could hunt it in a game that wasn't Legends, because there are a lot of things Legends does right, but there are also a lot of things I don't like about Legends. Hunting in it is one of those things. The fact that you can't really, at least I don't ever feel really attached to the Pokemon I use in it, because you don't use the Pokemon that much, and then the battle mechanics make it so that everything is just one-shotting each other back and forth, basically. I wanted to have a shiny Hisuian Zorua in a game where I can really use it in regular gameplay, and I can hunt it full odds and feel really satisfied and good about it, because I do have a Zorua in Legends, but it wasn't full odds, and I didn't, you know, I don't want to go for it full odds in Legends. That's just not fun for me. Not that hatching eggs is the most fun thing, but it's better, because at least you're not phasing 8 million times on other things, and it just, I don't know. Like, once you get it, kind of thing. I should throw it out. I guess I should also check and see if its size. But I love Hisuian Zorua. I love shiny Hisuian Zorua. So I knew I had to hunt this thing. Like, I had to hunt it. I will say I don't have as much of a problem with Scarlet and Violet breeding as a lot of people do. A lot of people really hate having to gather eggs separately from hatching them, and that's honestly how I tend to shiny hunt, even in, like, Gen 5 when I've been hatching eggs. I will hatch alongside gathering if I run out of eggs and I still want to hunt. I don't know. So I prefer to gather separately, generally speaking, because then I can gather eggs when I'm, like, away from my computer and recording setup and everything like that, or away from my recording setup. And then just, you know, so all of my hunting time is focused on the actual hatching, so I don't mind that as much. I'm going to be playing again once the DLC comes out, and I'm really glad that this shined when it did, because the DLC comes out, this is August 21st, so the first wave of the DLC comes out in less than a month. It's like September 13th, I want to say, is the release date. I know it's a Wednesday in September, and it's not a great day for me. I won't be able to play very much when it first comes out, but I figured I wanted to use this in the DLC. I'll probably just, like, solo with it in the DLC, because why not? I want to use it. This will not be evolving. This Zorua will not be evolving. I love... For a second, I thought it wasn't going to stop evolving. I love Zoroark, and I love Hisuian Zorua, and I love shiny Hisuian Zorua, but Hisuian Zorua is my baby, and I would die for it. P.S. I'm glad that this has a Met location of the Great Crater. Oh, so this is an egg I've had for a few days, actually. This was because it was in the first few boxes, so it was in the dregs that I didn't quite finish up the other day. I'm kind of glad I took on the challenge of doing it via eggs. I wish I hadn't made that choice at the same time that I'm doing another egg hunt that I can phase on, that I'm still working on, that I've been working on since January, I think. But I'm glad that I did this. In the end, I just wish it hadn't taken so long. I wish it had been faster. You'll notice I was running around that ramp on Area 0 to hatch. I wanted to get an interesting hatch location. You can get some really funny, like, weird things of it hatching on a sloped location, which normally the game doesn't let you do. Just some interesting perspectives, and it's like, I'm only going to hatch the shiny once. I mean, I could have, like, reset and rehatched it, but I wasn't going to do that. That I don't know, it just feels pointless to me. But you only hatch it once, might as well get it interesting. So I got it on the hatch screen, which I guess is kind of an interesting way to get it. What's wild is that there could be another shiny in the, like, what, 900 boxes, or sorry, 900 eggs I have left, almost, because I have about 30 boxes. Okay, it's a little bit bigger than average, but it is not, I didn't expect it to have the jumbo mark. Okay, I think I figured out a way to show off the shiny in battle. I hope this works. And shiny Hisuian Zorua. There, it worked. I could have also tried to do a trainer battle, but I'm pretty sure I fought all the trainers. I guess I could have done, like, I don't know, I could have done, like, the tournament or whatever, but I don't want to do that, actually. I don't want to fly to Medali. But I'm trying to clear out all the hunts that I have backed up, which is all of the hunts that I have backed up. I have a lot of stuff in my queue that I've sort of been working on long term, and I'm trying to clear stuff out. So this is step one in doing that, and now I can finally, told myself I was going to focus this and then go back to Burmy and just try to hardcore focus that until I get that. So that's where we're going next. But for now, I have my baby, my absolute baby, Hisuian Zorua shiny. And I could not be happier about that. Even if I'm, like, barely ever gonna play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet again. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing this adorable little baby shine. And yeah, take care and best of luck on all your hunts.